Good morning and welcome to today's Q&A episode. I have received really fun questions and I'm looking forward to answering them today. So, in case you want to ask me questions for the next coming Q&A episode, all you need to do is go down to the description, click the link that's gonna take you to my Instagram, and on my story I will announce whenever I do a Q&A and you can send in the questions there. It's a sugar bomb. It's the white coffee, apparently. Let's get started. First one. How long are you staying, bro? Okay, so I don't know for how long I will be staying. So currently I'm in Da Nang, and I do want to see more of Asia, so I will probably be doing some traveling as well. However, I do really like it here in Da Nang, so I don't know, I will see. Now, a lot of people, I got this question from a lot of people actually, and many people are like, you have no plan, bro, you have no plan. And that's the funny thing, that I'm a YouTuber, so you know, I can work remote, I can work from anywhere, and to be truthful about this, my job is, this is the way I view it as a YouTuber. My job is to live the best possible life I can with so much happiness and enjoyment and fun and excitement, and do everything I want to do and record it and share it with you guys, right? Now that is obviously sounds perfect and real nice, but it's not for everyone, because you need to be able to share a lot about yourself, and if you share about yourself you're going to be vulnerable, and people are going to point and make fun of you and do all of that kind of stuff, which people of course do, not so much on YouTube, but Instagram and TikTok are quite ruthless, to be honest. But for me it's perfect, and I do not feel like I need to have a permanent plan. I will do whatever I want to do, and I will record my life, and I will just have fun with it. I do love it here in Da Nang, so hopefully I will be staying for more than just a couple of weeks, but we'll see. Also, I'm gonna have to make visa runs, so I'm gonna have to leave the country and then enter back in. And the way I see it, that's a perfect opportunity to visit more places in Asia. So maybe I should go visit the Philippines, or I can visit Thailand. I'm gonna visit Thailand for sure. And also I want to visit Malaysia. I have a friend that's been there a lot, and he really loves it. So maybe I will visit Malaysia. I don't know for sure yet. I will see. So, but there is no actual plan written in stone. All I can say is that I really like it here. I like it here a lot. Okay, so next up. This is in Swedish, so I'm trying to translate it. When will you go to the pharmacy, and when will you have a pharmacy haul? Okay, so actually I was wrong about this, and I will admit it straight up. This is me not doing my homework, living life as it comes. Okay, so before I went here, I thought you could go to any pharmacy, and you could just choose any performance enhancer that you like. Okay, now it turns out it's not that easy. I have visited pharmacies, and let's say the first one I visited, they had nothing. The second one I visited, they had some testosterone cream, so you can add some cream. Next place, they had some sort of tablet, I think. And then the third place, they actually had like the real testosterone ampules, where you can break the glass and you can use testosterone. So you can get testosterone, right? However, I did not find a pharmacy close by that has like the whole, you know, performance enhancing menu, right? And I looked into it a little bit, and like the rest of the world, performance enhancers, or performance enhancing drugs to be more specific, are not actually legal here. And there are very few places in the world where they actually are legal. Now there's a difference between where you're at, because in Thailand you can get most of the stuff really easy from a doctor. So if you go to Thailand, you can just, you know, visit a good doctor. Maybe you know someone who can, you know, hook you up with a good doctor, or I don't know, I've never done it myself, but there you can get everything from a pharmacy once you get the doctor's prescription. Here, the difference between Sweden and the rest of the world is that in Sweden the police are actually on a witch hunt, which means that if you walk down the street, the police see you and they think you look more muscular than a regular person, they will actually, they might grab you and say, and want to test you for the performance enhancers, and yeah, you're gonna get into a lot of problems. But however, in the rest of the world, and even here in Asia, they don't really give a shit, which I think is fucking great, because they should be focusing on real crime. I mean, if some dude out there is a bodybuilder and taking some performance enhancing drugs, it's not gonna hurt anyone. It's not even gonna hurt the person who is using the drugs. Probably nobody gets hurt from it. If he abuses a ton of shit, yeah, maybe he'll get hurt in the long term, but that's like not hurting anyone else. So I think it's the way it should be. So I was actually wrong regarding that. I thought you could just walk into a pharmacy and get whatever you want. That's not the case. And also, it is illegal here. So technically, I'm natural still. I'm still natural, right? So because there's no reason for me to get into any trouble. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get into any trouble regardless, but I'm just putting it out there that technically I'm still natural. Man, this is good. It's real sugary and I like it. All right, now that it can be open again, what is the prices of everything in Vietnam compared to the internet? No. Is it hard to get? Okay, so basically the prices, I'm guessing he means the performance enhancers, since he mentioned that I can be open about it, right? Now, as I told you, I can speak openly about the performance enhancers. I can educate you guys. I can tell you like my previous experience that I've had with them. However, you just need to understand that technically I'm still natural, right? Technically. I will let you know, because I have a friend that is doing some performance enhancers, and I will let you know what he's doing and what he's up to and all of this experience that he's having. Now, the prices, I would say that in general they're maybe 40% lower. So yeah, and also it's real high quality stuff. I'm basing this off not experience, okay? Something else but experience. So yeah, but it's probably 40% cheaper, most of the things. Like here you can get a vial of testosterone for like real cheap, like less than 300 crowns. Now some places in Sweden you can order it on the internet for the same price, right? But the problem with that is oftentimes it doesn't arrive in your mailbox, right? And also I do believe that the reason why some people are selling it that cheap is because sometimes they actually they scam you. They don't send out your stuff, and I think it's a part of the business model that allows them to have it that cheap. Now, general 40% less, I would say. So yeah, everything is cheaper here, and that's including everything but the retatrutide so far in my observation. Hope that answered the question. Now also, no, I had nothing to add to that actually. Let's continue. Okay, so are you using or usage of testosterone enanthate? Is it dangerous for heart, kidneys? If you know your blood pressure and blood work. All right, so testosterone, like we know scientifically, like with real real science, real data, that you can be on 500 milligrams of testosterone per week forever with no side effects or no health detriments. Let's put it that way. You will not have any health detriments from 500 milligrams of testosterone, even if you use it your whole life, like straight through. Or maybe you shouldn't use it as a kid. I mean, if you start using it at, let's say you're an early bird, you're a, what do you call it, a brave young kid, and you start using at 15. Now, not that I recommend that. Okay, I never used anything at 15, man. I had not even entered the gym at 15, but let's just say that you can be on testosterone with no health detriment whatsoever. Nothing to the kidneys, nothing to the liver, nothing bad to the heart. And actually, this is a fun fact, that the testosterone will actually improve a lot of your health markers, right? So if you're low on testosterone, you would be a lot healthier if you actually got on testosterone, if you're too low. So yeah, there's no detriment to the testosterone in case. And in case you're too low, you should actually get on it for health benefits. And also just life quality. Like your life quality, if you have low testosterone, life quality is gonna be bad. Like, or I can't say you have a bad life because you're low on testosterone, but like your mood and your drive and your motivation and just your overall sense of well-being. A lot of people have lots of anxiety from low testosterone. A lot of people say that they got on testosterone and their depression and anxiety just went away, right? So there's no detriment whatsoever to testosterone. Now the one thing is it's the injection itself, okay? If you get an infection, that shit can be bad, right? So if you do inject testosterone, make sure you're doing it real clean, and that you, what do you call it? You use alcohol swabs, you know, to make everything clean. That's really important. And a lot of people get sloppy with time, and a lot of people get infections with time, and they have to visit the hospital and cut out a part of the muscle. Now that's not anything that's fun at all. So not recommending that. Keep everything real hygienic. You call it hygienic? Yeah, keep everything clean, okay? How many muscles do you have? I have all of them. All of them. Plus size. Okay. Have you moved, or is this just a trip? A man, like officially, like if I have to say something officially, it's a trip, right? But I don't know. I will see where life takes me. And let's just put it this way, I'm really enjoying the trip. Okay. How does it feel having extreme amounts of upper eyelid exposure? Man, all of the things that I never knew and I never asked myself and I never questioned. Man, I have no idea how it's like to have a lot. Or I guess that's, if he's claiming that I do have that, I don't even know what that means. Like, show a lot of upper eyelid? I don't know, man. I don't know. Weird. I never thought about that. Okay. What are you running right now for your cycle? And are you still running retatrutide? Okay, so like I told you before, I'm natural, but I have a friend, so I will let you know what my friend is doing. And my friend, he updated me, so we actually talked yesterday, and he let me know that he's on testosterone, first off testosterone. After that, he's on EQ, so Balderone. And the thing is that testosterone will raise the estrogen, right? So you will get more of the estrogen in your body. And the EQ will lower the estrogen, which means that if you have the right ratio between testosterone and EQ, you will have the right amount of estrogen in your body. So that's really important to get that right, because if you have too much estrogen, it's going to be problems. You're going to feel like a woman. You're going to have the mood swings, right? You may get gynecomastia, bitch tits. You don't want that. But you don't want low either. If you have too low estrogen, you're going to run into problems as well. And actually, you need estrogen to build muscle, and you need it for all kind of health benefits as well. So you need to find the right ratio, or you don't need. This is not a recommendation by far. It's just. I hope people understand that when I say you, I didn't mean like you specifically. It's just in general. So testosterone, EQ. After that, he's on, yeah, he bought some Anadrol. So he got Anadrol real cheap, he told me. So he couldn't resist. Like usually he's not that heavy on the orals, but it was so cheap he could not resist. So he's on Anadrol as well. And then he's on retatrutide. Now, retatrutide, it's not a performance enhancer. Actually it is, but technically it's not. Or whatever you want to classify it as. Let's just say that there are real big major benefits to the retatrutide, and I think it's a game changer for a lot of people, including my friend, right? And he absolutely loves the retatrutide. I'm gonna dive deeper in it because I think I got a different question that either relates to it or where I want to add it in. So I did actually look at the questions a bit before. Sex or a bicep pump? Man, I love them both. Why not both at the same time? Why choose between the good fruits of life? Why not have them all? All right, so a lot of people want to know about whether I'm staying here or not, so I already answered that. So yeah, more people about what I'm running currently. As I told you, I'm natural, okay? Okay, someone wants to know my doses, my current doses. And like I told you, I'm natural, but I will continue to let you know what my friend is doing, okay? Now, he's running, like the testosterone to EQ, what he has found works for him is a 1-to-1 ratio, which basically, for a lot of people, that's gonna be too much EQ. So usually people don't run the EQ as high as the testosterone, but for him it works perfect. So he's running testosterone and EQ at equal levels at about a gram. Now the numbers don't line up exactly at a gram, but about a gram. and then he's pushing the Anadrol hard. So since it was that cheap, and he has run Anadrol before, but he has only run it at, but he ran it at 50 milligrams before the Anadrol, and this time he decided to bump it up to see. So he's running, man, I'm trying to remember what he told me. I don't know, I will have to check that, I'll look that up later. And he's running the retatrutide as well. He's running 1 milligram twice per week. So it's 2 milligrams per week, it's a low dose, right? Because he's not currently cutting or bulking. He's actually for the first time in his life trying to maintain the look he has and slowly recomp. So he's eating about 3,500 calories, and with the retatrutide in, that's slightly appetite suppressing. So it's gonna slightly decrease the appetite, which is perfect for him because previously he has had a little bit of too high appetite. So usually he gets fat when he goes into the off season to bulk, because he sees this as an opportunity to have a little bit more dirty food, right? And also he sees it as a opportunity to, let's call it, feed his, what do you call it? Ätstörning. He takes the opportunity to eat more than he should, basically, and not as good food. And with the retatrutide, he has been able to eat just about the right amount of food with a slight appetite suppression. And also the thing that people don't understand about retatrutide that is so freaking good. I'm gonna explain this now. When you eat something that's gonna increase your blood sugar levels, your body releases insulin, right? So the insulin is gonna use the higher blood sugar levels and shove the blood sugar somewhere. And as a bodybuilder, you want it to be shoved into your muscle. And if you're eating cake and you eat bad foods and you also have fatty acids in your bloodstream, that's gonna get stored as well, right? So you want to have the carbohydrates, right? The thing that retatrutide does is that it helps your body produce more insulin for the same amount of food you eat. So if you eat the same amount of food, your body produces more insulin to cover that food, right? And why that is amazing, it's like when bodybuilders, like big dudes, take insulin with each meal in order to use that meal more effectively, it obviously works, right? Retatrutide helps your body do that on its own. So it's like having the benefits of taking insulin with each meal without having to take the insulin. And also insulin can be dangerous if you take too much, or you can go hypo. So you can crash your blood sugar, you can get all sweaty. Well, now I'm all sweaty right now because it's hot, but yeah, I think you get what I mean. It's like having the benefits of taking insulin with each meal without actually having to take the insulin. And it's not dangerous because your body does it for you, right? So it's a auto-regulatory, I think that's how we say it. So your body regulates and does it perfect. So retatrutide, in my opinion, is a game changer. And also it hits on the glycagon pathway, which means that once your blood sugar is down to fasted blood sugar, which is going to happen after the meal because your body produces insulin, it brings down your blood sugar. Your body is producing glucagon better and more with the retatrutide. It helps that process, right? And glucagon is basically what releases fat. So it's going to release the energy from fat and you're going to burn more fat. So it's going to be like you're on insulin. When you eat the food, it gets used much better by the body. And then once you're off, once the carbohydrates from the meal has been used, it's like you're burning more fat. So it's amazing in my opinion, and also it's an appetite suppression. Now, where I hear people do it wrong in bodybuilding, that's when people who needs the appetite take the retatrutide. Because if you have no appetite and you want to get the calories down, some people are going to turn to more dirty food and cheat on their diet, and you're not going to get this even close to the same results as chicken and rice if you eat burger and fries, right? So yeah, that's where people go wrong with retatrutide, in my opinion. However, if you can still do the bodybuilding diet on retatrutide, man, things are gonna happen. Oh, so someone asked me about my favorite prep, my favorite PD. Now, retatrutide is my new favorite, to be honest. It is, because it's, in my opinion, it's just fucking amazing, okay? However, I mean, you gotta love the testosterone, right? You gotta love the testosterone. It's the base. It's the base of all. It's like the big grand master. It covers all bases. It's just the best, right? And also, when I was using performance enhancers before, I'm not gonna lie, you're not supposed to say this, okay? But I'm not gonna lie. I was doing real well with Tren. And Tren seems to be a hit or miss compound, right? So it seems like a lot of people are having great experience and a lot of people are having nightmare, horrible experience, right? So it seems to be a hit or miss. So people who are really like, should I try it? Should I not try it? And they try to research their way to figuring out whether it's good or bad. You cannot do that. It's going to be dependent on your body and how your body works, right? Everybody's different. You have different enzymes breaking down the things differently. Trenbolone isn't just going to be the Trenbolone. It's going to break down in your body. It's going to have all kinds of effects right downstream. So there's no way to know if Trenbolone is going to be the dream or the nightmare, right? So the only way is to try it, actually. That's the only way. And if you're going to try it, do the acetate, like the slow ester, because if it's the nightmare, you can stop and it's going to be over fast. If you use the enanthate, the slow ester, you're going to be stuck there for a while, and that's not fun at all. I think I'm going to need one more of these. Man, it's good. Have you moved forever? Well, I can only wish, right? I can only wish. Man, like, the quality of life is so much better here with the weather. And the thing is that everybody's feeling better in the nice weather, right? Which, it's like a spiral effect, right? Like, it's really hard to be angry here, to be honest. It's really hard to be in a bad mood when everything is so freaking great, right? So if you ask me, I don't want to go back to Sweden. However, I don't know how life will pan out. And also I have a lot of friends and a lot of family in Sweden. So you cannot neglect that. All right, I've been waiting for this one. How are the women over there? Okay, so the females. Let's talk about the females. So actually, there are a lot of cute girls here, like a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So now here's the thing that Asians, now I'm not like, for me Asians look quite alike. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be racist or anything. I wouldn't consider it racist because I love the people here, right? But I'm not gonna lie and say that I can tell if I meet someone and I have a conversation with them. Later on, I might miss them if they pass me by the street because because the faces are kind of alike. I don't know if it's the same the other way around. If the Asians think that all us white Caucasian dudes and gals look the same. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't recognize. But I mean, I got tattoos on my head and I'm muscular. I think they would recognize me, but maybe not all. I don't know. I don't know how it is. Now the women are really cute and they're really great, and also they are more traditional, which means that they actually value their femininity, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. And I love it. I just love it. Now I think that in Sweden the women are also feminine. However, women have gotten scared of being feminine and being themselves because some women are not, right? And they're making a lot of noise and they're trying to make it seem as if you don't get a good education and if you can't provide for yourself, you're like worthless and you should never be in the need of a man, right? That's the general message a lot of women in Sweden has been pushing. And to me, you do whatever you want. Me personally, I find it more attractive with a more feminine woman. And here they are more feminine. And also, women here are, let's call it more faithful. Now, I think that's an individual thing, but what I mean is by that is that the women here, I get a strong feeling they're not fooling around. So it's not like in Thailand or in Bangkok where, you know, you can, like the women jump on you, okay? So here the girls are more, what do you call it? Slightly more drawn back, you know, slightly more, what do you call it? I'm trying to find a word. They're drawn back, you know, they're more like, you know, like that. My English vocabulary is failing me right now, but they're more drawn back and they're more feminine, and I think it's really cute. I do appreciate the women here a lot, actually. I do think they're really, really good and really, really cute, to be honest. And I actually got rejected, so I tried to ask a girl out. We had been talking for a little while. It was real nice. She was real cute, real nice. And I asked her out for a coffee, and she rejected me. But the thing was that it didn't feel like a rejection, because it felt like she actually kind of wanted. I'm not gonna say that she liked me, because I don't know, right? She was real nice, and we were having fun, and we were smiling and all of that. And when I asked her out, she said, I don't know how to say this because I don't want to hurt you, but we don't typically go out with strangers. And so that was like, I actually think I learned something there, that the people here, they don't go out with strangers, just like the way she put it, okay? But still, I think the girls here are really, really cute, so I like it a lot. Okay, let's see. Will you be interviewing English guests for the channel? Okay, so I've done some interviews on this channel, some podcast interviews, and I'm just gonna be honest and say like it is. This is, for me, my channel, it's a documentation of my life. So I'm not a public media platform where I interview famous people, and like, this is my personal journey. This channel is my personal journey, and I've done the interviews with slightly famous people before, but to be honest, I don't like that position. I don't like to be the interviewer that is interviewing somebody else about, like, I like to have casual conversations. I want to have conversations with friends, and so if I can have someone famous on this channel and speak to them, I would love to, but I'm not gonna suppress my personality. If I have a conversation with someone, it's gonna be me. Like me as a person. It's not gonna be some like all super professional asking the questions that the general, like, if I'm gonna have my opinions and I'm gonna speak the way I speak, I'm gonna be myself, and maybe I will have some English speaking guests. We'll see about that in the future. However, I am not the kind of media channel you go to if you want to see interviews with people. However, if you want to see like a nice conversation, you can come here. That's, I hope I put it right. Okay, so now that you're not in Sweden, can you let us know about 2 fake natties in Sweden? Man, the thing is that I think that most people actually already know who the fake natties are in Sweden, okay? Now, I'm not gonna be the one to point them out. I think it's a douchey thing to point out. Like, I think it's a douchebag thing to point at fake naturals, especially in Sweden, because it's like the police may come for them and all of that stuff. And to be honest, people in Sweden are really judgmental as well. So I don't wanna be that guy. I just don't wanna be that guy. And to be honest, I'm kind of fucking sick of the media channels that basically point the fingers and trash talk other people. In my opinion, that's the lowest kind of fucking human being you can be. Why? Because if you point your finger and you trash talk that, you talk shit about that, you're not showing yourself vulnerable, right? You're not showing anything of yourself. Nobody can point at you and say anything, right? Because you're not showing your real personality, you're not showing yourself, right? So in my opinion, that's the lowest kind of person, because they are so afraid of being authentic and show themselves vulnerable and actually say something with real value and content. They're so afraid of doing that because some people may judge them, and some people may say, oh, you're so cringe, right? Like, everybody's afraid of being called cringe. And the truth is that anytime you add something with your real personality, when you show yourself vulnerable, you open up that possibility. Or in my experience, it's inevitable. Every time I've ever published something that people can point at and call cringe, people have done it. So, yeah. However, I will continue doing me. Okay. Have you slept with any Asians yet? No, I have not had sex with anyone here yet. Actually, I like the fact here that the women aren't too available, because in my opinion, first off, it's not feminine, it's not attractive. I mean, who wants to be with a woman that has been with a ton of guys, right? Me personally, no, I prefer not to, right? And also, I'm not the kind of guy that likes to have the casual sex. I'm not the guy who likes to fool around. And it has happened that I've had a couple too many and something happened, right? But I never felt good afterwards. It never made me feel good. So, and I'm the kind of person who always like to listen to my gut feeling. And now I'm a believer in God. And in my opinion, God communicates with me through my conscience. So whenever I feel good about something, bad about something, like in a moral way or ethical way, in my opinion, that's God speaking to me. And if I fuck someone and afterwards it doesn't feel good, that's God letting me know I shouldn't have done that, right? And I gotta learn. So I'm not the guy for casual sex, just putting it that way. Okay. What are the plans to what are your cycle plans now that you're living where it is legal? Okay, so like I told you before, it's not legal and I'm technically still natural. Okay, just please be respectful of that. Okay, just I don't know why I'm saying that, because people are not gonna be that. But I mean, you don't need to be the fucking retard in the comment section trying to be Sherlock Holmes, trying to figure shit out, right? Just roll with it. Come on, please, just have some social skills and roll with it. However, I will let you know that my friend who I talked to yesterday, he said that he's getting on the growth hormone. And man, that's gonna be exciting to see what happens. He's getting on the growth hormone and on the trend. So like the cycle I told you before, he's gonna have a growth and trend to that. So he's gonna be on a thick, juicy, anabolic matrix cycle. He's gonna hit from a lot of pathways at the same time, and yeah, we'll see what happens there. Now, in his compared to his previous experiences, the trend dose it's not high. Let's put it that way. Like compared to what he's used to and what he has done, he's done a gram of trend before for quite some time actually, and he never got any bad side consequences. And he also did a blood work, and all of his markers were fucking perfect, right, on 1 gram of trend. So he knows he can handle it well, and he's not going that heavy. He's not going up to a gram this time. However, I believe that the trend will have a positive effect in his look, and so far it has never affected him bad mentally. And the growth hormone, he's gonna do 5 units. 5 units per day. It's gonna start there and see what happens, and to see if he increases it from there. He'll see. Maybe if it doesn't get if it doesn't get the results he's looking for, he's either gonna increase it or he's gonna take it out, depending on whether he thinks it's worth the money. Okay. How's the gym over there? Okay, so I've been to Pig Gym. It's right close to where my Airbnb is, and it was not my kind of gym, to be honest. It was not. But I've also been to HD Fitness, and I love it. It's great, so I really like it. Now, could there be more machines and more equipment? Yeah, sure, it could be. But to me, that's enough. And back in Sweden where I lived, I trained in let's call it a dungeon of steel. But like you went into, you know, it was like the underground shit, you know, with all old weights and old machines and old everything. And so I have better equipment here than I had back in Sweden. So I really like it. So yeah, in my opinion, it's good. But I think like the general standard of the gyms here are not as high as in Sweden. I think that in Sweden in general, the standards for the gym is higher. I mean, it's actually quite a big difference, to be honest. The gyms in Sweden are better. Now, if you like the environment or not, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I fucking hate the fitness 24/7 gym in Sweden, so that's just an example. Okay. What's the price of a beer at the bar and in the store? So in the store, it's the same price as a soda. It's really cheap. And in the bar, I have no idea yet, because I have not been out to the bars and I have not had any alcohol since I came here. But I'm actually considering a night out soon, so who knows? I may go out and have a couple of beers, or a couple. I'll see how much I have, but I might actually enjoy a night out because I want to see the nightlife here in Da Nang. So in case that happens, I might bring you along. We'll see. I might bring you along. I will bring you along, but you know, I don't want to publish shit on my YouTube channel that may be considered not family friendly. Let's put it that way. Now that everything here that I'm speaking about is family friendly, but I think you know how it is. Okay, how are you? Do you like it in Da Nang, and do you miss Sweden? I do not miss Sweden at all. I do not miss Sweden. I do miss my friends and my family, but I do miss them. but I'm not constantly thinking about it. Let's put it that way. So when I think about it, I miss them, but I'm not thinking about it. So most of the time I'm not thinking about it. I'm the kind of person, I always live in the now and I think about the future, and then only time I think back in time is when I need to do some pattern recognition, right? Or I need to learn a lesson from previous behaviors. But I'm not the kind of guy that dwells in the past, and I like to look into the future, and I'm always more excited about what's to come than about what has been. And I truly like it here. Like, I really like it here. Okay. How much did you pay for the day pass on the gyms, and what's the price per month? So the day pass, it was maybe $3 or $4, so 30-40 crowns, Swedish crowns, and I paid for 3 months at the same time at HT Muscle. So yeah, I guess I just spoiled that I'm planning on being here for at least 90 days. And I think it was slightly more than $30 per month. So about the same as in Sweden, maybe slightly more inexpensive, but yeah, that's about it. So maybe $35 per month when I got the free month. The day pass, 30 or 40, I think, maybe $50. No, not dollars, Swedish crowns. Maybe somewhere between $3 and $5 for a day pass. Okay, let's see. Why is rice the leading carbohydrate source in bodybuilding? I like to eat potatoes because of the low calories. Yeah, you do whatever you want. Look, I'm gonna explain why rice is the best carbohydrate source for most bodybuilders. However, it is not something magical about rice. The thing is that it's actually quite the opposite. Okay, it's actually really quite the opposite. It's just a carbohydrate. Like, there's nothing added to it. It's barely, I don't think there's any fiber to it. There's no micronutrients, there's no nothing. So basically the reason bodybuilders always use the rice as the carbohydrate source is because nothing can go wrong with it. So if you're eating a lot of carbohydrates and you're gonna eat potatoes, your stomach's gonna be distended. And you're gonna walk around with a distended stomach, and probably gonna fart and shit as well, right? And pretty much whichever carb source you try to find, if you eat too much of it, you're gonna get this distended stomach, you're gonna have digestion problems, and you're gonna fart and shit, right? And that's the thing you don't want. And the thing is that rice is the perfect solution, because you can eat so much freaking rice and not have any problems with it. And that's the reason bodybuilders go with rice, because you can eat so much rice and have no problems whatsoever. So that's the reason we go with rice. Also, people who eat a lot of carbohydrates and not so much fat, like me for instance. I have barely any fat in my diet, but I do have a lot of carbohydrates. You can add some sugar in there as well. It's not even like people really think sugar is bad. And in general, for the general public, yeah, I believe sugar is bad. However, for a bodybuilder who's burning a lot of energy all the time, and they have a lot of thick and juicy muscle, which needs the glycogen, right? The sugar are not going to hurt you. Like, the bigger bodybuilders are having, let's say they're having 1,000 grams of carbs. That's a lot of carbohydrates, right? They can have half from sugars. They can eat like 500 grams of carbohydrates from sugar. Let's put it this way. It's 2,000 calories straight from sugar. A bigger bodybuilder can have that. So I believe it's a lot about the context. But rice is the main carbohydrate source because nothing's gonna go wrong with it. Now, if you're not eating that many carbohydrates and you have personal preference, listen, you do you. Always you do you. Always you do you. A lot of people ask me about the pork as well and why I don't eat pig. Man, the reason there is really good answers to why you should not eat the pig, like the pork, right? The reason I stopped talking about it is because people are so emotionally attached to the taste of pork that they almost attack me when I say you're not supposed to have it. And I said in a video, like, there are good reasons bodybuilders don't eat pork, which there are. And then later in the other video, I said, me personally, I don't eat pork. And then someone commented, oh, is it you personally or is it bodybuilders? Is there really a good reason? Listen, that's the kind of reason I'm not saying why, because I feel like I don't want to get attacked over some person's personal preference for food, right? I'm just letting you know. And in case you need to know why we don't eat pig, why we don't need to eat pork, it's because the DNA of the pig is too close to the DNA of the human, right? They're too close, which means that our bodies does not break down the pork as well as different kinds of meat. Okay, and also as well, it's fucking dirty. I mean, the pigs don't sweat, and like I have a Muslim friend, and he explained it to me, and there's good reasons. However, if we talk about bodybuilding, the reason is that when you eat pig or pork, your stomach's gonna get distended, and you're gonna fart a lot more, and you're not gonna break down the protein as well. Like the thing with the DNA, that the pig's DNA is close to the human DNA, you can tell that because you can actually use pig organs. So if you have an organ that's failing you, like I've heard people having their heart replaced by a pig's heart, right? The reason that works is because your body doesn't break down the heart, right, of the pig. That's the reason, because the DNA is so similar. That's the reason we don't eat it, because our bodies don't break it down as good. Okay, now I could go off on that topic forever, but I'm gonna stop right there because I think that's good enough. And if in case you eat the pig and you love the pig, you do you, man. You do you. Okay, let's continue here. What do you eat now? Same as before, still oat and protein powder. Okay, so I don't eat as much protein powder here because it's more expensive. So in Sweden, protein powder are the cheapest source of protein. Here, it's not even close. So I eat a lot of chicken right now, a lot of chicken and rice, and I have vegetables with that. So I eat chicken, rice. I have some onion with the chicken. I usually add a carrot, so I chop a carrot up and I cook it with the chicken. And I have a pineapple as well. So I buy a pineapple, I cut it into pieces, and I divide that over 2 days. So I have half a pineapple each day. And usually at night when I feel like having a snack, I go to the store and I get myself some, what do you call it, pulled pork, pulled beef. Like what's it called? Beef jerky. I have some beef jerky. Man, I love that beef jerky. It's great. And sometimes I have some dried fruit as well. So that's usually where I'm at, and I'm eating about 3,500 calories. Some days 4,000, some rest days 3,000. That's where I'm around. So, and I'm really lean now as well. It's fucking great. I mean, I'm feeling great. I'm really lean. I'm eating a lot of food. Everything is just fucking amazing. And also, I will tell you that now that I'm eating a lot of rice instead of oatmeal, my stomach has gotten tighter. So my stomach is actually more flat now than it was when I was having the oatmeal. So that's a good thing. However, I don't stay as full on the rice. So I guess that's obvious, because if you fill your gut up with oatmeal and it's gonna stay there for a while, you're gonna feel more full, right? But if you do the rice and it digests real easy and your stomach goes flat, you're not gonna feel as full, right? So, but right now I'm just gonna say that I enjoy walking the streets here in a tank top, being really freaking lean and jacked and juicy. I mean, it's fucking amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. So for me, a lot of rice, a lot of chicken and rice. Is it easy to get all the gear that you need over there, or is it only the legal things that, like testosterone, growth hormone, and peptides? Okay, so you can order anything online here, just like you can order anything online anywhere in the world. So in Sweden, you can order online as well. But I think if you order online in Sweden, you need to use Bitcoin, right? And if you have a good source, everything works out just fine. It's every now and then, the things you won't get the things because they will take it, the mail, they will think it's a suspect looking package and it won't get to you because things are illegal. Here, you don't need to pay until you get the package, so you have cash on delivery. So in case, so you order online, things will get to you. You will get a call or like from the Grab. So Grab is the delivery system here, and you go outside and you pay cash to the Grab driver and you get the package, right? So you don't need to pay anything until you actually have the package. And yeah, it's real easy, real smooth. Not that I know, I have a friend, right? Okay. How many chicks have you been with since you entered Da Nang? None. And like I told you, I don't fool around. If I meet someone, I need her to be an emotional connection. To be honest, now I'm not just fucking saying that, okay? I really mean it. I really mean it. I need there to be an emotional connection. Okay, let's see here. Someone asked me, are you clean now? Yeah, of course I'm clean. I'm not doing anything illegal. That would be really stupid of me to do illegal things and talk about it on the YouTube channel. No, I truly think that nobody would give a shit over here, to be honest. I don't think anyone would care. However, I'm new here. I don't wanna do anything illegal and to take the risk, right? I hope everybody can understand. Have you moved from Sweden permanently? We will see. Going to Thailand? Yeah, I want to go to Thailand. I want to go to Bangkok and visit all the places in Thailand. So that's gonna be coming to the YouTube channel hopefully. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see that. Yeah. Okay, someone asked, are you single? Yes, I'm single. I'm single. Yeah. I don't know whether I should say it's a good thing or a bad thing. If I meet someone who feels right, I'm gonna embrace that. But I'm not gonna get a girlfriend just for the sake of having a girlfriend. Let's put it this way. I do really, really well on my own. So I don't need a girlfriend, and I will not get a girlfriend unless she feels like she's the one. Does she need to be the one for the rest of my life? Of course, you can never know, right? But it needs to feel like that in the moment for me to get into something. Let's put it that way. Oh shit, I just dropped some water on my pants. It's gonna look like a piss stain. It looks like a piss stain. Oh shit. I guess I'm finishing this one up now. And that was actually indeed the last question. Now, I'm looking to get a stringer for the gym because I only brought one stringer, like the stringer tank top. So I'm gonna see if I can find a Da Nang t-shirt because I love Da Nang. I love Vietnam. So I'm gonna see if I can find a Da Nang t-shirt and then I'm gonna cut it into a stringer. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, let's see if we can find a place to get a Vietnam t-shirt. I think I saw a touristy looking place down the street yesterday when I walked by. So I'm gonna see if I can find some cheap t-shirt that I can cut into a stringer. Because, you know, over here I actually saw some people, or I have seen some people work out shirtless, which is, you know, in Sweden you don't do that. It's a big no-no, a big no-no. But here it seems to be more common. So I'm not actually, like in Sweden, if I go to a normal gym, like the stringer, it's like and you know, when I was a beginner, I thought that if you're jacked enough, you can do it. Like, you just need to earn it, right? You need to earn the stringer. Now, to be honest, for me now, it's like kind of the opposite. It's like, if you actually have something to show off and you wear the stringer, you are a show off, right? But now I'm embracing the douchebag show off personality because, you know, the truth is that in my opinion, if you work hard for something, you should be able to be proud. And if you show it off and people are bothered by that, that's their fucking problem. But if you show off and people find inspiration and motivation from that, that's fucking great, right? Man, let's see if we can find a place. So I've been walking for a while now and I think I went down the wrong street. I do not think that I will find the place that I passed by yesterday, to be honest. I have no idea where that place would be. So now you should be able to find something in these regular stores, right? But yeah, I will just continue walking, right? Continue walking with a smile on your face until you find something. I mean, a regular Vietnam t-shirt should not be that hard to find, in my opinion. So just continue walking. Maybe, okay, the beach is down there. I will show you. See, let's just walk down. Maybe I can find something in there. The Q Mart. Let's see what we can. Traffic. Maybe I should just walk. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk. I say that and then I don't walk. Now I walk. Okay, let's check this out. Automatic door. Hello. No, I'm not gonna find anything here. I'm not gonna find any. Oh, wait, over there, maybe. Maybe, no. No. Well, let's take a quick look around and see if we can find something. Like, should be something like this, but with a t-shirt. Let's go out, see if we can find something else. This, all kinds of fish. Man, it should not be that hard to find a Vietnam t-shirt. Well, I think I'm gonna go that way. I think I found it. I think I found it. That's the kind of shirt I want. Here we have it. Look at this. I wonder how much I'm gonna have to pay for this one. There are different kinds. And that's the baby size, the kid size. This is the medium cotton. I want to see if I can find the price, because I feel like if you don't find the price tag, you're gonna pay more than you need to. Let's take a look inside this place. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the shirt. I'm not gonna get anything else. But they do seem to have some nice garment for the women. But I'm just gonna get the shirt. Gucci. Yeah. Is that the real thing? Probably not. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find the price tag for the shirt. How much does this cost?
185.
185. All right, I finally got it. I finally got the shirt. It cost me about $6, so not gonna complain about the price. It's real cheap. Now, I may screw it up when I try to cut it into a stringer. I may not. Regardless, I know where the store is now, so I will just go back and buy another one if I screw it up when I try to make a stringer out of it. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will keep on posting videos at least 3 times a day, a week. A day, that would be crazy. At least 3 videos per week will be coming from this channel, and I appreciate you here. I'm getting tired. I need to eat something. See you next one.